Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the auction room here. It might be raining outside, but I can tell you it is nice and warm in here and everything's starting to heat up, especially the real estate market. And that's witnessed by the number of you people that are here in the auction room. In the last 3 weeks, we've had a standing room only in the auction room. That's a very clear indication of what's happening in the real estate market at the moment. So if you are buying, give it your best here today, because I can tell you now the majority of properties that we present to you, all 8 of them this afternoon, if they're not sold in the auction room here, they will have sold stickers on them, signboards very quickly. My name's Grant Child, and my role is simply to facilitate proceedings as we do week after week, coattailing the exceptional work of our salespeople that you've all been working with out there, whether you're buying or whether you're selling. We've got a great team here at EVES. They do an outstanding job, and we certainly compliment them on the work that they do. Robin, she'll look after all the technology in the auction room, and certainly some skills and well and truly experienced people on the job with me today. Mark, Craig, Karen and Trevor. They're here, they're standing by, folks. If your bids don't take you to the seller's reserve price, I can't help you at that point. I can help you once we get to the reserve, I can help you get to there, but if we don't reach it, I can't help you. I'll put a pause on the auction. One of the team will step in. They will work with you to see if we can't help you purchase the property here today. Go through that negotiation process. If you reach agreement with our sellers, it will come back to me. I'll make any necessary amendments, and the property will be put up for sale at the last to the highest bidder from that point on. If we don't reach agreement, folks, and it comes back and I formally close the auction, be very, very clear. Anybody can come forward with an offer after the auction. That does include what we call conditional buyers. Your opportunity today is to eliminate those conditional buyers and purchase the property ahead of them. So again, give it your best shot. Documentation, auctions are absolutely no different to any real estate transaction that I'm sure you've all witnessed over the years. And since 2008, this booklet that you see up there on the screen has been put out by the Real Estate Authority. We have a legal obligation to provide that to you. If you haven't already got one yet, they are available in the stand just outside of the auction room. Now, the most important piece of information that you do work to today is the contract of sale. We've circulated that in draft form for you to complete your research and your due diligence, and finalised copies are also on display in that stand outside of the room. If there's been any changes to those contracts, folks, I'll alert you to those changes before actually calling the auction, but I know our exceptional sales team, they will have already contacted you and let you know any of those amendments. So by way of any bidding today, folks, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract. You are fully aware that you bid on a cash unconditional basis at auction, and of course you are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition. A standard process when bidding and buying at auction. So on that basis, I'm not going to go through that document, but I will make a little bit of reference to what you see up there in blue on the screen as a repeat of this section here on the front page of the contract. That's the conduct of auction again. I know you will have read through that, and I know your salespeople would have coached you through that as well. A couple of points that I just want to reiterate for you is immediately on completion of the auction, your obligations. Or you head next door and pop the bubbles and the champagne and that sort of thing. Before you do that, we just need you to fill all the details out in the contract, sign it, and of course pay your deposit. We only ask for 10% of the purchase price, and we can help you pay that electronically out there at reception as well. So that's your obligations on completion of the auction. The one other thing I just do want to cover off for you, just to dispel any misunderstandings out there in the marketplace regarding to what we call vendor bidding. Some people think that auctioneers use vendor bids to try and push the price up. That's an absolute load of codswallop. Auctioneers are authorised to bid on behalf of the vendor, and that is simply to give you the opportunity to try and help you purchase the property. We only use vendor bids if we've only got one person that's participating in the auction, and that's bidding with you and alongside you, working with you to get you to that negotiating platform below the seller's reserve price to give you that opportunity to continue discussions. If you are offering a bid at any level that is not acceptable to the vendor, I'll clarify that with you. So if I'm holding a bid on behalf of our vendors, I will disclose it to you. I'm simply saying to you that our vendors are happy to work alongside you, but you will need to be above that level if you wish to purchase the property. So a pretty straightforward process. At this juncture, I'd like to welcome all our viewers watching via the live stream. That black dome up there on the ceiling is a camera. Don't worry about it, folks. It's only on me and the screen that our auctions go out over the World Wide Web. So those viewing online, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in the world, nice to have you with us. And of course, we welcome you to the EVES auctions as well. Those that are bidding on by telephone, they'll be watching via the live stream as well. And we do have all the documentation signed off by them and their vendors authorising us to bid by telephone, and if we do have phone bidders, I'll disclose that prior to offering the property to you. So, question time, folks. Happy to answer any questions, just to make sure everything's all tickety-boo. You're absolutely 100% comfortable bidding here at the EVES auctions. Excellent. Right, we did have property at number 243C Range Road, marketed by Danielle Hayes. Vendors have identified a couple of things that they just need to tend to as far as the sale of that property is concerned. It was withdrawn from auction. Danielle works out of our Mount Maunganui office. Feel free to call the office, ask for Danny. She will update you on any requirements as far as the Range Road property is concerned. It is still for sale, but just unable to put it to the auction room floor on a cash unconditional basis here this afternoon. Which brings us to our first one up, and standing patiently over here on my right hand side, Owen Phelps is off-sided down here, Kristen, and of course Amy's been assisting you with this one as well, and presenting the property to the market, and we're talking about 427 Otamotai Road. You've got a massive untouched section here that is absolutely ripe for development either now or in the future, so a good opportunity to secure the property today. If investors are looking at this property, you can expect a return of somewhere in the vicinity of $680 to $700 a week. That you could sit and wait, perhaps put tenants in the property, get that return in time before you decide what you want to do with the property. When we look at the legal aspects of it, the record of title housed in the South Auckland Registry Office, SA 10A Folio 175 confirms that massive land size of 933 square metres, more or less. It is a freehold estate, the best class of ownership that you can buy, and on 17th of November is still our settlement date, with a flexibility around that. Channels list, obviously a good solid channels list, and probably discovered all as is, no changes there. So back to the property itself, folks. You'll remember the north facing the grid. That's absolutely brilliant for entertaining. Have a look there on the screen of what you see there. It's brilliant there, just sitting out there, relaxing, entertaining guests and watching the kids play with their pets, and safety on the lawn as well. You've got plenty of off-street parking for guests or teenagers. It's got that wonderful tidy interior, very, very comfortable living as it is, but it's got huge potential to upgrade in the future years ahead if you so wish. So an opportunity to create a perfect family home for future family environment rests with you here at 427 Otamotai Road. A brilliant location. You've got the Cherrywood shops just down the bottom of the hill. You've got all levels of education surrounding you in this location. You've got the Carlton Park not far away. Just wander up the road, down the Carlton Street steps, and you're down at the park here. You've got the water's edge not too far away if you enjoy a morning or evening stroll along the waterfront, and of course easy access to the shops in downtown. So nothing more to say about the property except determining who the new owner is going to be. And that is entirely up to you. Who'd like to start me away? Looking for an opening bid? $750,000 for underway at $780,000. Pardon? $780 it is now at $780. Immediate retort at $800. Shall I say for you? At $780,000 in the back row there. $790. Take your 90 there. $800 it is. At $800 at the back of the room there. So I can sense you wanting to come back in again. Over the back. $810 it is now. Take 20 straight away now at $820. 30 your retort is it? At 30 it is there. At $830,000 and 40 we go now. At $840,000 at the back of the room here. Here's your opportunity now. I'll take whatever you put on top because I'm going to sell the property here this afternoon. 45. 45 it is. Retort at 50. Do we say there, sir? 46. 46. Down to the singles. No problems at all. Got the rest of the day. 847. 47. 48, 50. Beautiful. Loving your work there, sir. Welcome you back any stage over here on the left-hand side at $850,000. It's at in the back row now. Against you, ma'am, can we say 851? Shaking your head the wrong way. It'll cost you more than $1,000 to get that pain, to dispel that pain. At $850,000, I sell away here at the back row now. Be quick, here's your opportunity.
855.
55, beautiful. That's 60. Right away, never quite shaken them yet. At $860,000, what do we do on the left-hand side here? What are we going to do, ma'am? Are you back in or are you out? First call now at $860,000 as I move behind the podium. Getting ready to bring the hammer down.
865.
65. 70, sir?
Yep.
70. 870. Make it 8 3/4. At 870. My calculations are my calculations are it's about $20,000 ago you went like that. What about a single? I'll take a $500 bid if it's going to help you. How do you value a property like this to $500? Because I'm going to sell it. At $870,000, the hammer's up, out it goes. Once, twice, last chance it goes, it goes. Sold at $870,000. Much appreciated. 38 top year drivers. The next one, Andrea Corley, working out of our Cherrywood office, been presenting this property. It's a real gem that's been refurbished top to toe, bringing instant comfort to your life. Now, if you are investors, again, another property that's offering you good returns, you can expect potential return of $650 to $680 a week. I can tell you now, I can't tell you exactly how much you'll work out the reserve. I can tell you, you can expect returns of circa 5% on this property here. Freehold estate, 505 square metres of land, more or less. SA 56A folio 108 is the record of title, and 15 working days, Andrew, is the settlement date.
Yep, so
channels list and all.
No.
There was a recent clause inserted into the contract on behalf of the vendor at the request of the vendor solicitor. That clause is a simple limitation of liability of the executor. Our vendors today are selling and they're exercising their power as executive of an estate, so just exempting them from any responsibilities. The lovely nature of this home, the colours, they certainly warm your palate and welcome your furnishings with open arms. You've got the heat pump there, nice and warm in the evenings at the moment, but there to also cool you in the summer months to come. Some of the work that's been done to the property, Andrea, you've got the new shower, the new vanity, sort of modernises things a little bit there, just upgrades that bathroom a little bit as well. You've got the modern kitchen, rather. That's one that will certainly impress your friends on their first visit to the property. Now, there's something special about a home that's been given the special treatment that this one has in creating a lovely, warm, inviting, friendly ambience through the home as well. Convenience is on your radar, folks, and at the top of your wish list. This will be very hard to beat. You've got the hospital, gate bar shops, parks, Gretton Village, and all of those are just a very short commute away from your new home at 38 Tauranga Drive. In your hands, buyers, where would you like to say go for this one?
620.
Okay, but it's $620,000. Appreciate the start there, sir. At $620,000 it is. Happy to take a $10,000 rise on this just to keep you rolling away there, folks. At $620,000, a good strong start and an opening bid over there. Buyer knows value and knows interest in the property here. At $620,000, happy to take a 10. First, second, third, last opportunity for you to join us. Happy to work alongside you then, sir, with the vendor bid at $630. Make it $640, shall we? Here's your opportunity at $640 it is now. $640 on the right-hand side against everybody else in the room, folks. No telephone bid is registered for this one. Entirely over to you here in the room at $640,000. Once I call for an advance on 640. Second time, third, last opportunity for you to join us now. Just going to go once more on behalf of the seller there, $650, make it $660 soon. We'll pause and give you the opportunity to discuss. At $660 it is. $660, the name of a great man. At $660,000, take anything on top if you want the opportunity to work with our sellers. First, second, last opportunity. Bids with you, sir, at $660. Mark, can you see if you can hold it, please? I'll sit you quiet down. You're obviously waiting me to do some talking again, so back we go. 57 Sherwood Street. Gary Lee on my right hand side, working out of our EVES on Cameron office, has been working hard on this property. Gary, you've been a very, very busy man since you listed this property, haven't you? Now, this property was scheduled for auction in a couple of weeks' time, folks, but there's been so much activity on the property. Our vendors were in receipt of an offer that was acceptable to them. The auction has been brought forward. So there will be no vehicle bidding on this one, folks, and as long as there's a fair and reasonable bid, then I won't be refusing any bids either. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to disclose to you the level of the contract very shortly. Robin will put it up on the screen, and we will then invite any bids over that level. So to give everybody equal opportunity, the auction has been brought forward for you. Now, 57 Sherwood Street, it's a fantastic family home that has fielded an absolute abundance of instant inquiry at the moment. It hit the market there. The legal aspects of it, record of title essay 15A, folio 1413 rather, confirms the property is a freehold estate. 607 square metres of freehold land is what the kids get to run around on. And of course, reputable schooling all around for this one as well, so it makes it a great family home. 24th of November, Gary, is our settlement date, 2023. And any other changes to the channel, sis? No changes there. So tastefully refreshed in the important areas to facilitate that modern family living as well there. The open plan, that certainly allows communication during those hectic parts of a family day, you know, breakfast, getting ready for school, all those sorts of things. You don't have to bark at the top of your voice. It's all, everything's all co-located there for you. Dinner time, watching the kids do the homework, well, you can do it all whilst you're working in the kitchen as well. Positioned to take full advantage of the natural light and, of course, sunshine, just the way it's been orientated on the section there. You can see that on the screen there with that wonderful photo there. You've got that excellent connection with the indoors and the outdoors as well. Now, no wonder this property was so popular. It is really all about the location, isn't it, Gary? You know, every time we get a property in this street that goes to auction, my recollection is we bring the auction forward. The last one, same thing happened. In this location here. So when I say location, Sherwood Street. Well, like I said, you're surrounded by reputable schools. Brookfield shops one way, Cherrywood shops the other way. Easy access in and out of the CBD, except when Ames Games is on. But you can't get anywhere in this city apart from Combs and Ames Games. So your aim today, folks, if you want to buy the property, is to bid. And that bid will need to be above $780,000. Inviting any bids over $780,000? 2,000 it is? 10. That's $792,000 that makes it on the back wall there at $795. Pardon?
795.
795 we go now. At 795 we're on the market. We sell to the highest bidder here today. 795. Pardon? $800,000 it is down here, seated in front here at $800,000 even.
805.
805 it is. Welcome you back into the Eddie stage up the back there. 810 it is now. At 810, where do we go from here at 810?
812.
812 it is. Holding the fingers up like that, and I'm pleased to do it that way and not that way. At $812,000 a bid here, selling away now to the highest bidder. Do we say 815 for you there, sir? Shaking your head the wrong way. Shall we make it 16 then? Happy to take a single off you at $812,000. What about 13? Just the 1,000 happy to take at this point in time. Taking from you up the back there, sir.
815.
815. You bidder joins us now at 815. At 17. At 817, as the fingers get a little bit wider now, at $817,000, but they are still facing the right way. I'm appreciative of that. At 817, do we say 820 for you there, sir? You've just joined us. Let's go again. At $817,000, otherwise I sell away. Hammers up now at 817 000.
820.
20. 22. 22. There's the twos keep coming. 822 it is. At $822,000, I sell away, sir, for the first call now at 822 000. Second time now, are you in or out there, sir?
23.
23. 25. 25. 825. Just 8 1/4 it is. At $825,000, we sell away now at 825. Absolutely 100%. Have I got your best there, sir? First, second time, third. The last opportunity at $825,000 before it goes. It goes. Oh, we're going to go close to 38 Tom Muir Drive. We have an amended bid now. So can you just confirm your amended bid place at $680,000?
Yes.
$680,000. My instructions here is I sell to the highest bidder. On the market it goes now at $680,000 out. It goes for one of the better bid. And it'll take a single on top. Once, twice, third. Last chance before it goes. Sold. Number 7, Crescent Road, Neil McIntosh, working out of our Bethlehem office, doing a sterling job as you always have done over many, many years, Neil. Presenting this property at 7 Crescent Road, a location, folks, where longevity of tenure is rife and sales are very, very rare. You've got a rent appraisal on this one being done for you at $570 to $600 a week, so you do the calculations on what you think it's worth to you to get a good return on your investment. When we look at the legal aspects of it, it is a cross-lease freehold, all is described in record of title 25B folio 70 in the South Auckland Registry Office. The channels, the dishwasher does stay, Neil, but it says there's no warranties as far as the dishwasher is concerned. Any other changes to the channels list at all? No changes there. 20 working days is still our settlement date, but flexibility around that. If you need an alternative date, then Neil will certainly accommodate that for you as well. Certainly a very tidy, original 1970s property here with absolute capital P on potential for it. First home buyers, well, I would suggest you should be all over this opportunity because they come around very, very rarely indeed in this location. You've got the separate lounge and the conservatory that goes with the property as well for your instant comfort. Now, you wouldn't think of a property at this era that you would have a walk-in pantry, but number 7 Crescent Road certainly does, so that's something really different about the property as well. The other thing, Neil, we had a conversation the other day when I was talking to you in your office, in fact it was yesterday, and you were saying how the bedrooms are absolute king size. They are really super king size bedrooms as well. So, but for this one, folks, it is really all about location. Now, you swingers, you can walk to the, just go to right next door as you've got the 6th hole at the Omato golf course as well. See, you thought I was going off track there, didn't you? Yeah, I can see you. I can read the body language, yeah, especially those of you that are still smiling. Yeah, okay, so you're at a shops, well, they're not too far away there. Down there, of course, you've got the supermarket. Some wonderful eateries down there, the liquor store, you've got the Four Square, right on the dairy, right on the corner there as well. Easy access in and out of the CBD, and of course just a very short walk from home at Crescent Road. You're right on the harbour's edge there, as I made reference to an earlier property. Morning or afternoon walks along the harbour, absolutely outstanding. Nice and close to home here at 7 Crescent Road. In your hands, boys. Who wants to start this one away? You're doing well so far, 3 out of 3, let's go. That worked really well, didn't it? Who'd like to start me away? Happy to suggest a figure, but my figure might be different to yours. Happy to work with you. Somebody start me away? Oh, 500? $500,000. We're underway at the back of the room here at 500. Happy to take a bid there, sir, but at that sort of level, a little bit far away from where we really need to be. We are talking Crescent Road. Happy to take $50,000 rises from here. At 500 on the back wall there, it takes me to 550. Let's go there quickly. First call now, 550 we go. At 550, immediate retort at 6, we say there, sir. At 600, happy to go there on behalf of the seller then, at $600,000. Vendor bid at $600,000. Where do we go from here, sir? Here's your opportunity. Happy to take a quarter for you to help you from here. Make it 625, shall we? At $600,000, here's your opportunity here today, folks. First call now at 600,000. Second time, Third, last opportunity, 25 we go. Thank you. Welcome back at 625. Staying in 25s at this juncture here, taking it to 650 if you will. First call now at $625,000. Round me to 650. Just a nod of the head, wink of the eye. Don't be shy. I won't take it personally. At $625,000. Once I call now for advance, second time. Third, last opportunity for you to join us, having to work alongside you again then, sir, at 650 on behalf of our seller. Vendor bid at 650. Wait for my instructions at this point in time. Can I say 675 for you?
660.
660. The name of a great band. I knew that's why you just wanted to put the 10 on. You just wanted to hear that number again, sir. At $660,000. Make it 670 if you will there. Here's your chance. First call, second time. Third, last opportunity. Sir, would you like to take it to 680 for me, and I'll pause and give you the opportunity to continue the discussion with the seller. Yeah. I can't help you at this sort of level too at 660. Take me to 680. I'll pause the auction. If there's no further bidding, you can have a chat with the vendors from there.
670.
670. Okay, I'll play your game there, sir. We've got the rest of the afternoon, no problems at all. At $670,000. Are we in or out? Here's your opportunity. Welcome you back in. My starter bidder up there for a $10,000 rise. Put yourself in front. Otherwise, we're going to discuss with the gentleman over here. First, second, last chance in or else. Karen puts it back there at $670,000. Can you see if you can help me, please? Right, moving straight along, number 2, Acklam Avenue is the next one. Ashley and Lockie Davidson making their way to the front of the room. They've been presenting this wonderful property. A bit of an icon, this one, isn't it? There's lots of people have driven past this property going, I wonder what that's like inside. Well, you're going to get the opportunity to hear a little bit about it here this afternoon, folks. Number 2, Acklam Avenue is the property that we're talking about. This property is the first time on the market in just under 40 years. In fact, as you were saying the other day, 38 years our owner's been in occupation here. So that just tells you exactly what this home does have to offer. And of course, as you see there on the screen, you've got that absolute king size corner site, and what comes with that also is the dual access. It is a freehold site of 916 square metres, more or less, all described in Record of Title SA 1082 folio 186. Now, in the channels list, the pot belly stove does stay, but it says there's no warranties with that. But any other changes with the channels list? No changes there. If you want the opportunity to be the armchair harbour master of the Tauranga harbour, then this is a classic opportunity for you. The home, it faces directly north, as you can see there behind the screen, so you get bathed in absolutely buckets of sunshine when it's shining all day long. The home itself being double glazed as well for added warmth and just a little bit of silence from the traffic going by, but you're really automatically taken by those wonderful views. Imagine yourself out on the deck there, kids playing out on the front lawn, just observing all the shipping that's coming in and out. Not too far away, the cruise ship season starts, and I believe we're scheduled for about 120 of them this season. So imagine sitting on that deck just watching them come and go. You've got the extremely tidy 1950s home there. You've got that original kitchen, and I made mention of the pot belly stove that comes in. That gives you an indication of the character and charm of this home. It's just absolutely riddled with it. You've got the property itself, well, I would suggest it's really saturated with potential, isn't it? It's just inside, outside, you could buy it, you could take it away, you could build on it, build your dream home. It's just simply superb. But of course, you've got that renovation potential as well for the interior. Potential development, yeah, well, I've just mentioned that. I won't go too much more on that because it's really all about location. Superb location in terms of the CBD, the expressway, just a short distance down the road, head over to the mount, out to Tauranga. It's just simply superb. Again, another property that offers a plethora of reputable schooling at all levels as well. And if you really want to give your credit card a good thrashing, well, that's only a short distance down to the hub or into town as well. So here's your opportunity today, buyers, to buy one of Tauranga's icons. I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. You tell me where you'd like to start the auction away, because I know the team have got some people that are still doing a little bit of due diligence on the property, but your opportunity here is, if you are in that position of cash, now's your chance. Put it on the floor. Vendor's happy to talk. Where would you like to start, my way? Hold it for a little bit, but if I don't get a start, I'm quite happy to just close the auction and hand it back to the team, because I know they've got some interest in the property. Just a little bit more homework to do before they come forward. Just in case you haven't understood all that gobbledygook, I'm looking for an opening bid. Somebody start me away. First call for an opening bid now, folks. Second time for number 2, Acclimatic. Third and final opportunity. Right, we're simply going to close the auction, hand it back to you, team. We've got more work to do, but I'm sure the buyers are probably watching over the live stream. Yes, you can wipe the sweat off the brow. The property is still available. Call EVES on Cameron, ask for Lockie or Ashley, and they will certainly help you with there. Good luck with that, team. I know you're going to have a song to stick on next time very soon indeed.
Cheers, Brian.
You're welcome. Right, we'll move straight along, folks. There's a little bit of fault with our music here this afternoon, so we'll press on. And 36 Emmett Street is the next one. Jason Bills from our Cherrywood office presenting this property. Now, what I can tell you about this property, folks, is some really amazing things came out of the 1950s. Well, that's what my parents did anyway. But I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Emmett Street. Is an absolute charmer, and this has got charm written all over it in absolute capitals. The legal aspects of it: freehold SA 59B folio 1 in the South Auckland Registry Office confirms the property is 486 square metres of land, more or less. Now, the dishwasher, the drapes, the heat pump, smoke detectors were all added to the channel system, so it was not in the original documentation, so that's all thrown in as well. But the electric hob is as is. There's no warranties with that as well, so but it does stay. So 60 working days, Jason, still our settlement date. Any other changes, no?
No changes.
No? All good. So everything all up to date there as far as the legal aspects of it. And back to the property itself, you've got that wonderful, flat, family-friendly site. It's a real advantage and a real asset to this particular property. The opportunity to celebrate the good life with friends at the same time as watching your kids create those long-lasting memories on the front lawn as well. Imagine sitting up there on the deck here, having a barbecue and a couple of bevies with your mates, and the kids rekindling and just cementing their friendship as they play out on the front lawn. So a great opportunity here. You've got that stylish, modernised kitchen, plenty of cabinetry in there for the family chef as well, and it certainly blends really, really nicely with that typical laminate flooring. Now you've got space for the king-size dining table for the family to gather around and have a big graze as well. So a real entertainer's home, this one as well there, Jace, I would have thought. Now, when it comes to convenience and location, folks, that box for this property is ticked with a big, fat felt pen, I can assure you of that. You've got the Gretton Village, you've got parks, you've got the pools, you've got the Tauranga crossing, all nice and handy to you at your new home at 36 Emmett Street. All that is left to do now is to obtain who is going to put their signature on the contract today and their name on the record of title when settlement comes around. Where would you like to start me away? Be happy with a start of $650,000. I thought that would be a fair and reasonable place to get us underway. Thank you, ma'am. It is $650,000. We're underway now. That's $650,000, and we'll take $20,000 rises from here. At $650,000 it is over here on the left-hand side here. It takes me to $670,000 now. Here's your chance now. First call now. Second time. Third, last opportunity if you're here in cash. It has to be you here in the room, no registered phone bidders. Happy to work alongside you there, ma'am, at $670,000. It's with me, making it $90,000 if you will. At $690,000 we go now. Excuse me. At $690,000. Here it is with my opening bidder on the left-hand side at $690,000. Take me through the threshold now. $710,000 would be the next sensible talk. Once, twice. Last chance for you to join us if you're here for this one. Just going to take you through to $710,000 now, ma'am. Take you to $730,000. We'll happily give you the opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers. With me on behalf of our vendor at $710,000. $730,000? Thank you.
No, 710.
No, the bid's with me at $710,000. You need to be above that.
712.
No. Let's go $720,000.
715.
$720,000. 7:20, I'll pause the auction. I'll call it 3 times with no further bidding. You get the opportunity to talk. Thank you. Appreciate you working with me. $720,000. First call now. Second. Last chance at 720. Mark bids over here with our starter bidder at $720,000. Could you see it in the company, please? All right, pressing on to the next offering. Close couple properties being negotiated at this point in time. 200 Dixon Road is the next one on offer, and needing no introduction in the Patmar market. It's Leon Santora working out of our Patmar office. Now, this particular one here in Dixon Road is positioned circa halfway down this very popular street here, and you get number 200 there, and just a couple of doors away is the access to the beach access, which is just across the road, and that's only a couple of doors down from your front door. So it is described legally as a cross-lease freehold. Record of title SA 36A folio 67 is the record of title number that describes all the legal aspects of this property. We do have registered telephone bidding on this property, folks, so be very clear on that one. And there was a change to the settlement date. At the request of the vendors, 90 working days was the date that was circulated out there in the marketplace. That has been amended now. Your settlement date confirming is the 2nd of November 2023. Any other changes to the channels listed all there? No. All as circulated there. So that's the only change to the contract is the settlement date 2nd of November. You've got a massive scope to enhance, but more than comfortable as it is now. So a great option for you to move in, relax, enjoy it as it is, and think about what you'll potentially do with it as your future comes around. Making it a very feasible option as well for an Airbnb or investors. You can expect a return of around about $660 to $680 per week. Now you've got huge potential to do the same on the exterior of the property as well. So have a look at that deck there, a little bit cropped there when you sit back and you actually get a bird's eye view of the property. You've got that nice big deck there to enjoy yourself after a day at the beach that's very short, certainly a very short walk. In fact, I'd fair to say, Leon, that you walk back off the beach, by the time you get home, put your key in the door, you're still dripping wet. The beach is so close down here. So with the current market activity today, this is one that should be grabbed today, because I can tell you now, if you don't buy it today, it won't be available tomorrow, because I know how Leon out of our Patmar office works. In your hands, where would you like to start your way? We've got an opening bid now. Get us underway. You set the benchmark of where we start. I'll help you from there.
550.
Pardon? Okay, well, I did say you set the benchmark of where we start from, so I'm obliged to take that at $550,000. We'll take $25,000 rises at that juncture though. At $550, make it $575. Let's go there quickly. Is your phone good? Are you going to do it, Leon, or am I going to do it? Because I'm not really doubting it at this sort of level. We're talking about Dixon Road. $575 it is then on behalf of the vendor now. Vendor bid at $575, making it $600 for you. At $600 on the night. Welcome back at $600,000. At $600, having to take another 25 rise from here at $600,000. Are we in or out? Here's your opportunity now at $600,000. First call now at 600,000. Second time. Third, last opportunity for you to join us. Are they in? 625. Little gentleman joins us on the phone there now. Welcome aboard if you are viewing. At 625, making it 650 for you there, man. On the nod at $650,000. 75, your turn on the phone there. We have it now. I bid down here with our starter bidder at $675,000. First call round, 650 it is.
675.
75. 7. Just do it quickly, it won't hurt anywhere near as much. With the right advice there, it's 675, making it 7, shall we? Here's your opportunity now. Take 10, make it 85. 685 it is. 685 now. Down to the 10s, happy to take a 10 from your buyer there as well on the phone there, Leon, at $685,000. High bidder is my starter bidder at this point. 95 we go now. At 695, 705 would be the retort there. At 695 it is. 705 do we say for you, man? taking you the wrong way. Has to be north to south, chin to chest. International body language says no. It's $695,000. The phone bidder leads at this point in time. Highest bidder gets the opportunity to keep working with our seller.
697.
Make it 700. Take the 5. Yep. 700. Here's your chance. Quickly. 7. At 700. Thank you. Appreciate you working with me. At $700,000. Another 5 from your buyer there. 705 it is. At 705. Going to call it quickly this time around. We're not here to dilly-dally. Yeah, you've said no a few times now. At $705,000. Otherwise, we work with our phone bidder. Once, twice. Last chance I'll hear else. Better phone bidder at 705. Can you see me in the system? Right, 38 Westminster Drive, our last one in the catalogue for you today, folks, but we've still got 3 properties being negotiated, so don't run away, we'll have a result to you as soon as we possibly can. Now, 38 Westminster Drive, I've just been having a chat with the girls. If you are interested in this property, folks, I need to tell you now, just for total transparency, as we do at EVES, is that we have some late conditional interest in this property. Still, we've just identified the property late in the piece, haven't quite got, in fact, we've got a buyer that says that they just need to get some reports done and that. So your position, folks, if you are cash, unconditional, do it today. Otherwise, we're absolutely confident you will be in a multi-offer afterwards on 38 Westminster Drive. And talking to the girls that I'm talking about here is Ash and Diane Davidson, working out of our EVES on Cameron office, doing an outstanding job as always. Now, if you're an extremely practical and tidy family home is on your radar, then we would challenge you to find better value for money than this particular property here. So that's the legal aspects of it. The freehold estate, when you look at record of title SA 21B, folio 7 in the South Auckland Registry Office, it tells you very clearly that you get 790 square metres of land, more or less, when you buy this property. So 10 working days from today's date is our settlement. Boom! 10 working days, 2 weeks. Your furniture truck in the driveway in just 10 working days' time. So a bit of flexibility around that as well. Any other changes to the channels this year? No? So there we go. So the property itself been refreshed with new paint and carpet, and it's looking really lovely, and it's just refreshed it so it's all nice and fresh. And you know, it's vacant at the moment, folks. That's why you can have such a quick settlement date. You can actually bring it forward if you can get your solicitor to do the transaction quicker, but it really does await its new owner with absolute open arms here at 38 Westminster Drive. Of course, have a look at this. Sit back on the deck there and enjoy those wonderful urban and rural views there. Imagine those summer evenings sitting out there on the deck there with the barbecue and a couple of beverages with friends, maybe this time of the year, a bit of an outdoor heater and that sort of thing going. Just a wonderful environment as well. You know, late afternoon, then watch the lights as they start into the night there. Downstairs you've got that rumpus that's got the potential to convert to self-contained accommodation if you so wish as well. And of course located in Westminster Drive, you're just a few minutes away from jumping down onto the expressway and away you go into the CBD in just minutes. So like I said, we do have that late conditional interest in the property here, so if you're in a position of cash, we'll be happy to start you away at $750,000. And even $750,000 to get you underway there, folks. I'll tell you what, I'll open the bidding for you at $750,000 on a vendor bid, and I'll take $20,000 rises for you now from here to give you that opportunity to buy. At $750,000, I've started the auction to give you the opportunity here today, folks, if you are in that position of cash. First call now at 750. Second time, third. Last opportunity. Right, well, I'm not going to leave it there, folks. I'm happy to advance it along on behalf of the seller then at $770,000. $790,000 would be the next retort there. If you're in that position of cash, I've only started the auction to give you the opportunity. Because I can tell you now, I'm absolutely 100% confident, knowing the way Ash and Diane work, if you don't act today, you will be in one of those multiple offers. At $770,000, first, second, last chance. with respect to the value of the property ash, I'm happy to go again on behalf of the seller then at $790,000. Vendor bid with me at $790. I can't reiterate enough, folks. I've just started this auction to give you that chance if you're in that position of cash. I'll take a 10 if it's going to help you. Makes you feel more comfortable. I'm happy to take a $10,000 rise, take it to $800. You can have the opportunity to work with our seller today. First call now. Second. Last chance as time runs out. Well, actually, no bids, so I've given them the opportunity. Well, if you don't want to take it, folks, I'm going to lift the bidding once more on behalf of the seller. $800,000. Vendor bid, closing the auction, handing it back to you. That buyer's going to be delighted. If you're watching via the live stream, just stand by, get hold of Ash, and get that offer to our vendors. They're happy to talk to you today. The auction is now closed. All right, back we go, folks. Number 7, Crescent Roads. We have completed negotiations on that one. Sir, could I just ask you to confirm your amended bid now at $700,000?
Yes.
At $700,000, and my instructions from our sellers here in the front row, I sell to the highest bidder. On the market it goes then at $700,000 for the one or better bid. Happy to take a 5, a 2.5, a single, a $500 bid, anything you want to put forward as long as it's legal Kiwi tender, otherwise it's gone. Tahi, Benora, Tolu, sold at $700,000. Congratulations, all yours at $700,000, sir. Alright, back we go, 36 Emmett Street. Oh, no, we haven't. We're at 200 Dixon Road. Let me get the right property. So, sorry, yeah, we've got to, right, where are we at, Trevor?
Have an amended bid of $720.
Beautiful.
On the phone.
Then I amended bid of $720,000 with our telephone bidder. I was on the phone just briefly with the owner just a few moments ago, and their instructions are to sell the property to the telephone bidder at $720,000. But it goes back to the floor. I'm happy to take a single or a $500 bid if you've got it there, ma'am, if you want to own it. $500, $720,500 it is. It's on the market and selling to the lady at the back of the room here in the auction room. You've owned it for a brief moment there, our telephone bidder. The only way to get those keys back is to be 722, another half is it there, man? That's $722,000 phone bidder. There it goes here. Here's your opportunity. Are you absolutely 100% sure? You were saying that about $30,000 ago. So, I don't know whether to believe you or not. At $722,000 quickly, the hammer's up. It goes at $722 for the first call. Second time, the last opportunity. Are we done? Finished? It goes. Sold to $722,000. Congratulations, and of course, congratulations to our seller watching via the live stream on the phone as well. We'll be back to you with a result on Emmett Street very shortly, folks. Right, back we go, finishing off the day with 36 Emmett Street. We have amended bid now at $735,000. Can you just confirm that for me, man? At $735,000. Unfortunately, I can't help you at this level. The owner is quite happy to continue owning the property at this sort of level. So at $735, I put it back to the floor once more now for any advance on that to give the opportunity. First, second, last opportunity. Otherwise, the auction is closed and we're out. Auction is now closed at $735, man. We just ask you to put that on paper afterwards and we'll continue working. That concludes our offerings for you today, folks, but come back next week. We've got a 1 o'clock session and a 2 o'clock session next week. We've got 15 fantastic offerings for you next week. We'll see you then. Good afternoon and thank you.